Without water, nothing lives. Hi, I'm Monika, and welcome to Guru Grit. I'm here today to state the obvious, and I hope that you enjoy it too. So, here on Guru Grit, we like to perpetuate the idea, and actually the absolute truth, that you are the maker of your world and you are the only power that you need in your lifetime because you are divinely powered from within, lit up from within, to make your life whatever you want it to be and make the world a better place. Speaking of betterment, if you'd like to know more, go ahead and find me on TikTok, my articles on Medium. You can email me and find more information below this video. Speaking of betterment, part 2, wonderful butterfly friends have come to say hello. At least they're not tickling my legs like earlier. I find it hard to focus. Delightful, but slightly, Is this what all Libras are like? This is giving me Cancer energy. It's very, very, very cuddly. What was I saying? Speaking of betterment, speaking of the obvious, water is wet. Without water, nothing lives. We need air to breathe. The sun is bright and hot. The moon is charming and beautiful and far, far away. We, when discussing how to make our lives what we want them to be, first and foremost, have to come to accept our desires. So I've written an article called Demonizing Desire. We must stop demonizing desire. You will always want, period. So come to accept it. Come to accept it. There's no detachment from everything. When you come to detach from everything, you're finished with your time here and nothing really interests you anymore, and you're at peace with your decision that your time has come. But you're always going to want. And that's okay, because more is the mantra of our universe, of our world, of our existence. And that's fine. Yes, greed exists. I'm not talking about corruption, coercion, greed, extremes. I'm talking about the notion of desire. You might want a partner, and then when you get them, maybe one day you're going to want them to be more affectionate. And then the next day, more vocal. And then more communicative. And then the next day, more chill. And then the next day, you want them to have more hobbies to leave you alone, but then come back. It's like an ebb and flow. And that's fine. Maybe today you wish you were making $50,000 a year, and in 5 years you wish you were making $500,000 a year. You're always going to want. You're going to want to manifest, and then you're going to want to de-manifest. Sometimes people get really good at this, usually when they're very new and they have very little resistance. Just like the floodgates burst open and they power manifest, and then they write and they say, how do I get rid of these things? I have too much stuff. I'm overwhelmed. I have too many good things. I can't take it. It's like one of my favorite quotes is by Mae West. She said, too much of a good thing can be wonderful. I agree. I would rather too much of a good thing than no thing, or a thing I don't desire. So just come to accept that you're always going to want something. You're not a bad person. You don't have to justify it. That's just why. It's how you're programmed. It's the function of your mechanism. How many dreams were seated in your heart before you were ever even born? How do you know that maybe they're not divinely given to you to fulfill a purpose in this lifetime? Even if it's only for a moment in time. You pull someone off, the edge of disaster. You help them climb back into the light. Maybe that's why you're here. And that's fine. That's a beautiful thing, to be of service to others, to be good to others, whether it's the planet, the world, society, community, other people, animals, who cares? But you're always going to want something. You're going to want to be of service. You're going to want to be happy. You're going to be nurturing, or even consuming. Some people are just good at that. It gives me Taurus energy. Like, they're very good, like food tasters and sommeliers, those like really fancy cigar connoisseurs or something. There's always going to be people. Your desire moves the world forward, whether you realize it or not. Every time you want something, energetically, existence expands to accommodate your wish. So whether you let it in or not, doesn't matter. The energy has been summoned to make it happen, expanding the cosmos as a whole. So when you try to live small, think small, and be small, you do no one any service, especially yourself. This is why I always open things with, you don't have to justify yourself to anyone, not even me, not even to yourself. You don't have to say, well, I really want a nice boyfriend because the last one was mean, and the first one was this, and the third one was that, and the fifth one, it's like, you just want someone to be nice to you. So say, I want someone to be nice to me. I deserve it. You know what? It's not easy being adored, but someone has to do it. It's hard work being worshipped. Graciously and gracefully so. But someone has to be good at it. Someone has to know how to receive praise and compliments and gifts without breaking a sweat or stuttering. And I just stuttered. And feeling insecure. Someone has to know how to be an alpha. Someone has to know how to be a leader. Someone has to know how to radiate and shine. Might as well be you. Why are you, when people win the Oscars, how many of them have gone up and be like, I'm so sorry for being so good. I'm so sorry for like being amazing. I didn't mean to. No, they just say thank you so much. Thank God, thank my mom, thank the Academy, whatever. But they're never sorry. Why are you sorry for wanting what you want? Go get what you want. Work for it if you feel you have to. Receive it if you feel you prefer that. Get it in a fun way if you want that. But the point is that you get to want it. My mother always said to me, it's free to dream, so dream big. No one else has a say in what you want from this life. So go for it. You can have it all. I don't care if a couple of my friends are in their late 30s and they're like, oh, but I always wanted a family. I still have to meet someone, I have to get married, I have to get pregnant. I'm just like, yeah, and you can have all of that. That's happened to many people. Like lightning, comes out of nowhere. I remember a receptionist from one of the places I go to get my teeth cleaned said her good friend was unmarried and childless and just didn't want to do her job anymore. She said, I always want to be a lawyer. Packed up her stuff at the age of 40 and started law school that autumn. And that same year, she, on the way back from law school into the house, her house in the city, stopped to visit a friend for a drink, and a friend of a friend, obviously her husband's friend, was staying on the couch. And so within 8 months of packing up her life, she started law school, met the man of her dreams, married him, and fell pregnant. Like lightning. I'm happy to report this story's a few years old. She's finished law school, she's working, baby's grown, husband and her are still together. You get to want what you want. I don't care how it comes or when it comes, but if you want it, it will come. So get out of your own way. You get to have it all. If you think you can, you will. And that's all I'm here to say. I'm a born hype woman and I believe in you. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.